Hello, it's Miranda the Cheeky Chef. Today I am back in the kitchen where I did my very first video with my best friend Pauline. Say hello, Pauline.
Hello everyone.
She's here but she doesn't want to be seen. She's like my helper today because I don't know where anything is in her kitchen. Anyway, we're going to make a really lovely chocolate granola. It's a really lovely breakfast cereal. It's filling, it's healthy, and it's really lovely if you have it on Greek yogurt and berries as a dessert. I'm sure you will love it. Please give it a try. So what we're going to use: coconut oil, cocoa, maple syrup, lovely chocolate chips, not too many, some mixed nuts, pecan nuts, if you're being decadent, and some porridge oats. And we all like our oats, don't we? Let's face it. You're also going to need a shallow dish or a baking tray because it needs to spread out on that and go in the oven. And you'll need parchment of some sort or greaseproof paper to lay it on so it doesn't stick to everything while it's cooking in the oven. Preheat the oven 150 degrees, which is about gas mark 3. So we want 120 grams of coconut oil in the pan, 60 grams of cocoa powder or cacao powder, whatever you fancy, 60 grams of maple syrup. That all goes in together, and we're going to melt it just gently on the stove, or the oven, it's an old word, isn't it? So that it all melts in together. While you're melting the maple syrup, coconut oil and the cocoa powder, melt it over a very low heat. Please don't let it burn. Just keep an eye on it. While that's happening, we're going to measure out the porridge oats, which will be mixed into the liquid coconut oil, cocoa powder and maple syrup before it goes in the oven. So then you need 400 grams of jumbo porridge oats. Jumbo porridge oats are the best if you can get them. Remember, this mixture is going to make enough to feed 16 portions if you have 40 grams per portion. If you're sprinkling it on Greek yogurt and berries, it's going to last loads longer, but it will make enough to fill a box like this. When it's melted, this is what it looks like. It's just a liquid, lovely cocoa powder, maple syrup and coconut oil, and it smells amazing. And the porridge oats is going to go in that very shortly. I think I'd quite like to just get in that with no clothes on. Right, now we're going to add the porridge oats. I haven't got in the chocolate. We're going to put this in, and you must coat everything really, really well. So you need to stir around and coat everything really, really well while it's warm. Don't let it get cold. It's going to take a little while, but it'll be worth it, like everything. So this is what it looks like all coated. That's now going into that tray, baking tray, dish, whatever, and it's going to be spread out. It smells so good. I could eat it. Actually, that's what we're going to do later. There you go. So it doesn't have to all be completely flat. It goes into the oven for about 15 minutes because basically you're trying to sort of crisp it up a bit. While the granola is in the oven, drying out, you want to measure out your nuts because we need to measure them out and then just crush them a bit. We're measuring out 300 grams of mixed nuts. You can have any combination. We've got a sort of combination of walnuts, pecans, cashews. You can buy those mixed nuts in a certain supermarket that isn't from the UK, if you know what I mean. Once you've measured them out, what you need to do, if you've got a little mini processor, put them in there, or a food processor, or if you don't have a food processor, just get something heavy, put them in a plastic bag and bash them. Take it out on it if you're having a bad day. It will make you feel so much better. So if you pulse the nuts or break them up, you can make them look small as this, or you can have them bigger than that. It's entirely up to you what size you want. So there you go. You can see we've got some bits that are slightly bigger, some smaller. It is really personal choice what it's down to. It's exactly what you want. So measure out 150 grams of cocoa chips, semi-sweet, whatever you want. We've used the semi-sweet cocoa nibs, which are like cacao nibs, which are a bit more healthy. What we're going to do is put half of that on the granola mix that's just come out the oven, and also the nuts are going to be sprinkled in. All the nuts are going to go in together. Okay, so this is just sprinkling straight onto the granola mix. So we're going to mix that all in. It's going to go back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Now we're going to put half the cocoa nibs in, just so they form a few clusters and melt, and the other half we're going to save. So there you go, we've put the chocolate nibs in. You can put more or less in, really personal choice and how much you want to do your calories. So after it's been in the oven for 10 minutes, you want to get the granola back out the oven, and then we'll sprinkle in the final chocolate chips on the top for the last 5 minutes. So this is after 10 minutes in the oven. So nibs have melted a bit, but they haven't melted completely, so you need to stir that all in. It will make nice little clumps and clusters. Believe me, you're going to love this. You might even want to drip it on someone and eat it off them, who knows. Comments please, I'm very welcome to hear your comments. So that's all gone in with the clusters, and now we're going to sprinkle the rest of the chocolate nibs on top. So we're just going to stir them a little bit, not a lot. There's a nice little cluster there. There you see, so they're all sitting there on top, and it's going to go back in the oven for another 5 or 10 minutes. When it comes out the oven, make sure you let it get really cold before you put it in any containers. A bit like the peanut crunchy that I made the other day. So here's the chocolate granola. It's come out of the oven. As you can see, they are still in their shapes, the chocolate chips. So what we do now is we'll turn it over, because they're still melting even though it's come out of the oven. If you turn it over, you'll end up with nice clumps. Okay, so I've mixed that all in. Now what you want to do is leave it until it's completely cold. I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe for more recipes.